Hi everyone. Today's video is straight talk about decluttering your living space. This is the second video that I'm making about the process of deep cleaning my home. What I have to share with you today is not to hurt your feelings. I'm really not out to make you feel bad, or I'm also not out to upset you. What I want to share with you is really cutting to the heart of what's involved in the deep cleaning. The first thing that I want to talk about is being ruthless in getting rid of stuff. I want to encourage you to only keep stuff that you need in your day-to-day life. In other words, that your belongings actually have a purpose in your life, and not to be having stuff for the sake of comfort. The memories that are associated with the things, they'll still be with you even when you don't have the items that the specific memory is a part of. One of the decisions that I had to face today had to do with photos. Now, I was born in 1977, so this was back when there was real film. So, for me, it's natural to scan these photos because of advances in technology and then get rid of the originals. There are other things that may not be as easy to let go of, such as awards that I received in my primary grades of school. But if I'm honest, I haven't looked at them for years, and it's better to move on, if you ask me. The stuff that you keep, it's gonna involve time and effort to maintain it. And what I mean by this is it takes time and effort to clean and to organize. It also takes a mental toll on you knowing what you have and trying to keep track of it. So you want to make sure that what you own is purposeful so that it's not pulling you down. This is especially true when you're in my situation with some type of a physical disability. I went to the gym to use the pool, as I regularly do tonight, and my hips and my knees are basically seized over the 2 hours of cleaning that happened today. I had to have help getting dressed tonight after finishing in the pool. So you need to make sure that if you have a physical handicap, you're expressing what your limits are. If you're planning to make sort of a one-time exception to your physical limits, then you need to have a contingency plan for however long it takes your body to bounce back. I'm talking about things like personal hygiene, bowel and bladder movements, things like dressing and meals, and the other essentials that go on with day-to-day life. One of the most rewarding moments of today was taking 7 garbage bags worth of stuff to the secondhand store that's just down the street from where I live. Not everything is trash, but certainly there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't fit in my life now. It's nice that it will go to a family or a single adult that is under financial duress and can genuinely benefit from the services that the secondhand store offers, including their giveaways that are just there to help the community. That may be of some comfort to you. I also don't want to paint this as, just a happy picture or an enjoyable picture. Some of the belongings that we went through today are from my childhood, and they brought back some memories of difficulties with my family as I was growing up. I'm really glad that I had one of the youth in town that I trust here with me while I was looking at these papers from when I was a child and the memories associated with them. Certainly, I would encourage you to have somebody with you that you trust, even if you're able-bodied, to help make decisive decisions that aren't and don't have the emotional impact that you may feel with an item, and can objectively say to you, well, I wouldn't do this, or I wouldn't keep this because, and give you a valid reason, helping you keep grounded in the here and now. In a practical sense, this has gone a whole lot faster than I had expected it to. Part of this was that I was truly ready for this process and have been wanting to go through my stuff for some time now. If there's something bigger going on in your life, I want to tell you that there's absolutely no shame if you're needing support, either from a friend or if you need to go to a counselor for help while you're working through the deep cleaning because of the memories associated with the stuff. I'm not into making this sensational or pleasurable. I know that sometimes people keep stuff out of hurt, and it's like that memory is stuffed in a box. I encourage you to address the memories. With time, the sting that comes from emotional pain will leave, and the memory won't hurt as you work through it. I would also encourage you to be familiar with your recycling facilities and the garbage limits with where you live, what can be recycled, what's garbage, and what can be rehomed. One of the devices that I was given by a healthcare agency was a walker. The hope was that I would use the walker most of the day and the wheelchair at night. Well, quite candidly, my mobility just boomed, and the walker had no practical use for me. I'm able to rehome it for someone who needs it and will genuinely benefit from it. There's just a few other things that I want to suggest you give consideration to. Don't overdo yourself emotionally while you're going through this. It's okay if it takes some time. Again, I want to stress that I'm surprised, but it's going well for me. And I mean this as encouragement to you. Certainly, if I can get through this, I think that you can get through yours as well. And just a little bit at a time. I mean, you're gaining space out of what you're getting rid of. And the space is going to help you, when you're having company over, it's going to make the cleaning and the dusting and mopping of the floor just so much easier. And it's about your quality of life. And I think that sticking with the thought that I'm doing this to help myself and improve my circumstances should ring true with many people. I want to leave you with one final thought. Some people may need to go to a counselor first before they're ready to tackle the actual stuff. There are professional organizers available. They're talented people. They have a good working skill set that could help you on the road to getting your belongings sorted without, while treating you with respect and without being demeaning towards you. I encourage you to be honest with yourself if you need a professional organizer to help you through your own specific journey. There's no shame if you do. I want to see you have the best quality of life possible. So just as I use this wheelchair that I'm sitting in as a tool in my day-to-day life, your home environment is a tool also for your day-to-day life. And you want your home environment as a tool to be running effectively so that it serves you and it enhances your life instead of, handcuffing you or being like a shackle around your neck. An example of what I mean by this is some people may be ashamed to have visitors if the home is a mess. So a home is a place of safety. It's a place for you to be yourself. And part of this is through relations that build. So it's one reason, or another reason at least, why you should put in the effort. And it's something you could hold on to of looking forward to having company over when the decluttering's done, or as you go through the process. Your core group of friends will accept you for who you are, but challenge you in the areas that need to be challenged. When people are mature in their life, they speak words that are helpful in the moment. So it's not about judging you, but saying or pushing you to work at the mess or the decluttering and to persevere because you're worth it and they want the best for you in your life. I hope something that I've said will help you in your own journey. I'm certainly willing to talk about this more. If you have questions for me, please do ask. When this process is complete, I'm going to share some photos of what I've gone through as another practical means of trying to help those of you who are working this out for yourself. Thanks so much for the time that you spent with me today. Bye for now.